I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I'm missing meaty textures and flavors anymore, but I do appreciate a nice, flavorful, high in protein, easy to make meat substitute. So today we're making my sausage obsession that I've been making for years now, and I always come back to when I want something that feels like something processed you buy at store, but it is so healthy and packed with nutrients and fiber and protein, and you made it yourself, and it's much cheaper and so easy to make. In just a few steps you can steam it, you can bake it, you can freeze it. So let's get to it. These are the ingredients, but don't let the amount of them scare you. Forgot the salt. I added 2 new ingredients I didn't use before: instant oats and hemp seeds for a little nutrition boost, and also cacao powder. A lot of healthy benefits, color and depth to the taste. So all of this will just go to the food processor. I'm not cutting, frying anything, just mixing it up. I'm starting with the big ones. So here I have black and red beans. You can use white beans. You can start by processing the black beans before adding the rest of the ingredients if you want it to be very smooth. Hemp seeds, the instant oats, the vital wheat gluten. Now we're adding the spices and the liquid. So we have salt, smoked paprika for the smoky and sweet flavor. The vital wheat gluten is a very bland ingredient, and we want to maximize the flavor as much as possible. Make it very rich with spices and umami, so we would feel a great taste after the process of it. Nutritional yeast, which I add, but I really added to everything because of the B12, because of the nutty flavor, because of the saltiness it gives. Oregano for a little herby Italian flavor. I didn't have ras al hanout, but you can use baharat instead. Cumin, which gives it a little bit of spice and more depth and aroma. Okay, looks like we're done with the spices. Now we're adding the liquids, starting with soy sauce. You can use cocoa aminos to make it soy-free. I just didn't have, and you can also use soy-free tamari if you can find. So tablespoon of soy sauce. I use low sodium soy sauce. Also using a liquid smoke. I'm just using it to finish it. Actually, I think I would stop buying it because you don't really need that, in my opinion. I think it's good enough without it. Tablespoon of tomato paste. A teaspoon of coconut oil. Give it a little bit of glue and sweetness and oiliness. You can skip it if you're trying to avoid oils. Seitan date syrup for the sweetness. Also adds to glue things together. Vital wheat gluten, what I like about it, that it holds everything so well. Balsamic vinegar for the little acidity and again depth. And cacao powder, I use organic cacao powder. Half tablespoon will be sufficient. Okay, so I just realized because I'm filming it and I'm getting really confused when I film. I usually blend all the ingredients except the vital wheat gluten and then add it after all the ingredients already mixed together. So let's see what happens when I am mixing them all together from the start. Hope something good is going to come out of it. So now it's time to mix it all together. Just give it a few pulses. A cup of water. Scrape from the sides. Voila! If you see that it's not uniformed as you would like it to be, you can just scrape a little bit more from the bottom, from the sides, and give it a little bit more. That's it. When you see it becomes like a huge sort of dough, so you know it's ready to form. So how to form it really depends on your preferences. What I like to do, I take a small part of it and make this like chorizo-like bits in the oven, and the rest of it I like to form as sausages and put it in aluminum foil and steam it. You can also make hamburger patties from it and meatballs. You can pretty much make anything out of it, any meat substitute you like. So I just take bits of the dough, and because it is pretty messy, I just prepare everything in advance. I'm going to make sausages, chorizo, and meatballs. So I'm just taking a small chunk of dough. I will start with the chorizos, taking small bits of it and flatten it a bit and put it on the tray. You can make all sorts of forms and sizes. I'm going to make more space for the meatballs. Okay, now for the meatballs, I just take smaller because they grow a bit in the oven. So I'm making like maybe falafel side, maybe smaller. I like to press it to make it smoother on the outside. Okay, so I'm done with the meatballs. Now I am moving to the sausages. Okay, so what I like to do is put the foil with the long side towards me and just take a handful and just switch from one hand to another and slowly form a sausage. As they said, they get bigger, especially when steaming. We're going to make them thinner than we'd like them to be, and do it carefully because sometimes it can rip if you do it, if you press too strong, and it's pretty stringy, pretty easy to work with, but still. Okay, something like this. You can make them thinner when you put it on the foil. Okay, and I just roll it over the sausage and press it so it will be tight, and then I close it like a candy. As I said, I usually steam the sausages. I steam it for approximately 40 minutes. This time I figured maybe I should find a way to make them all together and save electricity, energy, and perhaps time and effort. I'm going to bake them all together. The meatballs are going to need a little bit more time than the chorizos, and the sausages will have the longest time of baking. So chorizos and meatballs staying in the same baking dish. I'm just going to remove the chorizos after they're done. And sausages underneath. As for the side dish, I'm making rice. It's basmati rice, and I added turmeric, salt, pepper, grated carrot, some raw halved almonds, and some sunflower seeds. I could just go with simple plain rice, but I don't know, I'm in this era where I just add a bunch of healthy ingredients to everything I make. I don't know, maybe I'm just that girl now. Okay, so now I'm taking out the chorizos. Finish baking for additional 10 minutes. These are the chorizos. I ended up baking them for about 40 minutes. Should be enough. Little display for you and for my blog actually, and I'm going to open them and we're going to check them out together. So let's see, it's a bit hot still, but it's okay. Responsible grown-up here. Looks yum. So let's open up the sausages. I have a one that is thicker than the other. I'm going to save it for salami, a medium one. Although I am going to freeze those, I'm going to cut one of the meatballs just so you can see what we made together. To some cute shape. Drizzle of tahini, pickled onion, and a little chili oil. Now let's taste. Very good. We're going to make some tacos now. I have the chorizo, some sliced avocado, coriander, lettuce, tomato, limes, pickled onions for the dressing. They didn't have mango in the supermarket, but I saw this mango flavored soy yogurt. And also yesterday I made sort of dressing, hemp seeds and walnuts. It's really creamy and a little bit of basil, so it's like refreshing. Also I have these gluten-free taco shells. I don't want it to break, so I'm putting the most dry ingredient at the bottom. Mango yogurt, avocado, a chunk, and some lettuce, some tomatoes, hemp dressing, and a bit of lime. Now let's taste. I would skip the yogurt on the next one. Really good come up. I love how the seitan is like roasted on the outside but juicy on the inside. Really good. Really, really good. Hey there. I am going to fix some quick lunch and I thought about using the meatballs. I just put the frozen meatballs in the pot. I defrosted it, so they sit there about 45 minutes, and I added frozen chickpeas and a bit of garlic. Also boiled some water for spaghetti. So we're going to have spaghetti with meatballs. For the tomato sauce, I am going to use canned tomatoes and passata. So I'm just blending the canned tomatoes with basil and oregano, some salt, pepper, passata, tomato paste, to add the tomato sauce. I'm going to add a bit of chili, oregano. Make the pasta. I see that everything is ready and soft, and yeah, it's ready to eat. And now here I have, I guess, 4 portions. Some spaghetti using spelled spaghetti. It's one of our favorites. Now for the meatballs. Now a bit of nutritional yeast and tear with my hands some basil, So now I have a bunch of seitan to make delicious, nutritious, beautiful meals full of protein and packed with fiber. Full recipe you can find in my blog or below the video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. And thank you so much for joining me today and watching the video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next week. Bye!